exactly the best place to rest. Um, However, it did manage to remove a bit of exhaustion from some of you. Lucian still has a level of exhaustion. So does Wolfram, and is Jotun on the map?
Yeah, I'm there. Right here.
Where? Oh, no, you're not. Khan's there. And Jotun still has a level of exhaustion. Rest of you feel refreshed as you kind of look around. You note that there's no signs of Corwin as you kind of gather yourselves, noting it's the morning and just around 7 o'clock. You awake to find just kind of the smells of breakfast going throughout the inn, but nothing else. No real noises from beyond the door. You don't hear too many people downstairs. It just seems like a very slow morning. From this, what do you all plan to do?
So kind of like sitting like on the back on the bed. I just kind of throw a leg over my knee. So the plan, gents.
Yama starts playing background music.
All right. Head to the church just mentioned. Blacksmith. Talk to the burgomaster about current situation. Then talk to Lady about and try to persuade her not to use the vampires.
How do you?
Hmm?
Right? Like,
Nah,
what
no,
Oh,
nothing. Sounds.
Wolfram would have no
I
idea that any of
I
those
look
things.
suspiciously. It sounds solid. Well, from
Yes, good job. Wolfram suffers a level of insanity.
oh shit,
And
Damn.
man.
Coupled with your exhaustion.
do we rewind that and try that again?
Yeah, let's coupled with your exhaustion, that's just gonna put you at exhaustion level 3.
Mm.
Because Jesus Christ, the metagaming is so hardcore. All right, cool. Let's try that again. What do you do?
So getting up from the bed and
Uh,
throwing a knee over a leg over my knee. So the plan, gents.
Yama
We
starts
we
playing
know
background music.
we know who we have to talk to and for what. But what order? I'd like to swing by the blacksmith if possible. As I just look over to my empty holster.
Sure.
you just see Tilgrim just sit up, yawning a bit, and then just uh creates a gust of autumn wind in her face, kind of refreshing herself. Uh, we could probably go visit the church first and talk to Father Lucian. As for what's next, I don't believe we have anything. Wait, we do have to talk to Lady Vokta, don't we?
I we should also speak to the brother's wife to get a ascertain a bit of the town, as well as look for Victavio while it's not so busy.
Hmm.
I think we should head to the Voctor's last, seeing as that'll be probably the most difficult place to get into. And a while ago, I got these as I take out the papers from like a well protected part of my bag. These here, back when I went and helped out Vic. As I just kind of look out the window, do I feel like anything watching or any kind of presence?
Um, you don't note anything, no. If you're just looking out the window, there's nothing there.
As I just kind of like go into a lower voice. Well, there are documents that show that the Voctor lady, she's the rightful owner of this town. I
Oh,
picked them up a while back, but wasn't quite sure when to bring them up, and I have a feeling the only reason she's taken it as drastic as to drag in vampires to attack the town is she feels like she doesn't have any other option. And it might be worth trying to convince her otherwise. But well, I just kind of look over to Tilgrim and it. I'm frankly put, I'm an outsider. I don't live in this land, nor do I know much about this town. What do the two of you think?
It's gonna be a gamble knowing both sides.
Yeah.
Sure, she could be the
Well,
legal ruler, but there's none saying that the
She
burgomaster
would be a
can't just
better.
sick Isaac on her or burn the papers. That way,
That
they're
as
right
well.
back to square one. Politics are never clear cut, especially here. How do you think he's managed to stay in power for so long?
well, if nothing's done, by the end of the day, that power will come down in a swarm of vampire fangs.
I think it would probably be best to do what we can to make sure that doesn't happen.
So I look to everyone. I'm all for trying to convince her, and that'd involve, well, putting her in charge of the town. Better than a certain vampire raid.
Hmm.
And I have a feeling that a few of the people in this town are sick of seeing thing from the gallows for breaking us mile.
There's no real winning here.
It's not wrong. We still have to go with the lesser of two evils. I don't like the Voctors, not a single damn bit, but even if I hate handing the town over to them, it's better than seeing everybody slowly get lynched.
And well, if things don't go through trying to convince her, well, what do you all want to do? I, for one, would rather see a few people out of this town and make way for Kretsk. I just look over to Tilgrim, and I know you have quite a bit of family here. Well, what do you think?
Mr. J, before I answer that, Mr. J, quick question. What do I know in regards to how the Vokta family treats the Dipes? Beyond just being a servant family.
That they served under the Voctor family for, well, as long as you've been alive, and that your grandfather has a tendency to speak very kindly of Lady Voctor. You would have to, as you're not inclined to know much about your family due to other reasons, you'd have to ask them specifically.
Hmm. Okay.
You do recall that you have several cousins in their employ, though.
Okay. Then I don't know. Okay, I don't. Okay, gotcha. Uh, Looking towards Lucian, you kind of just see me sigh a bit. I know that my family works for them, but again, all I'm really worried about is, well, Lady Voctor bringing in that swarm of vampires, like you mentioned before. I think it would be best to just make sure that doesn't happen. Because again, I do have family here, most of which so have treated me terribly, but some I do care for.
All right, that's three. Anyone else with an inclination against this or have some tie to this town? As I just look around the party.
I'll
So,
say, of course, Thomas.
no, you go, bro.
Okay. Wolfman stands up. Well, we have to also see Leivok is loyalty towards Strahd, so that's the thing we need to figure out. That's what you got. Oh shit. That's what I gotta say.
Well, all in due time. And head over and question her a bit. And Yamas,
I'm with Tilgrim on this one. I got family here also.
oh, what did he say? I didn't just. Sorry. Repeat that,
Oh,
please.
you have family, Yamas?
Uh, well, family in
I just kind
quotations.
of looked. I just kind of looked, almost eyes open. We never quite heard about that. Anything you'd be willing to share?
Well, like I said, it's family in quotations. I'm an orphan, and I grew up in the orphanage here in Valky.
Ah. And so you do have ties here.
Yeah,
Well then, I guess we know our course of action at least.
Uh,
So we, well,
on that, would it be would there be uh anyone against me stopping by the potion shop? I have something to talk.
ah,
I have to
that's
talk to Casper and Obadiah.
that's actually what I had in mind. I figure we start from the top of the town, the church. We come by, head to the blacksmith shop. We swing by the burgomaster's. See if we can talk to his wife about town. We head by the stockyard. See if we find Victavio, and then we head to the potion shop as it's right there. And then after all of that, we head to the doctor's.
Okay. Then I guess we have a plan of sorts. Unless, is there any objections? And I kind of just look towards uh everyone, really. Just
If there's an objection, give an eye. And as I just kind of like hop off the bed to just kind of like dust my I guess like pat my pants off, then we got a plan.
it appears so. And you just see me kind of just sit on the side of the bed and just begin packing my stuff into my bags and such.
And I guess I'm just like as I'm like getting up and walking towards the kind of doing some kind of finishing scribbles.
yeah. I'm gonna begin singing a song.
Also, I didn't have there was never a time to you're quite good, Yamas. Honestly.
Yeah, I'll need you to repeat all that. I didn't hear a single thing you
Oh.
said.
Oh. I I didn't have there was never really a time to bring it up, but you're quite good at what you do, Yamas, honestly.
It's a curse. Figuratively speaking.
You saw Lucian give you a look as you said it's a curse almost at
Yeah, that's why. So figuratively speaking.
as he just kind of just closes his logbook with a hand and just puts it away. And, starts heading towards the door.
You see Tillicum just stop a bit, and her brow furls. Looking towards Akeva, you see me say, Akeva, didn't you have something to do?
Yeah, once again, I was supposed to take you guys to Mordekainen, but you guys are kind of like doing stuff. So I don't
Oh,
know
right.
where this is gonna play in. I'm just trying to let you
No.
guys do what you need first.
Before I like open the door, I just kind of leave without it opening it. Still with the door closed. That's right. Head over the Mordenkainens.
Thinking
Well, I
back,
suggest we can handle that after we find something to do and handle reach some kind of compromise. Things happening in Valaki.
yeah.
It's right to the north, after all.
That sounds good.
Also, where's Corwin?
Just kind of looking around, I completely forgot. Is there any trace of Cor? I don't.
You have not seen him since last night.
I'm not sure where he went.
With that, do you all begin to move out, or
Yep. If no one has anything else to for their morningly doings, then yep, we head on out and into the town.
okay? So I'm sorry, into the town, or are you going downstairs? I'm confused. Where are you going specifically?
How far is the inn towards the market area?
Based on the town map, you're about a 25-minute walk.
Actually, looking over, like opening the door, like how busy, specifically busy, yeah, yeah.
You don't really know anyone. You're- as you kind of walk out into the hallway, there's not too many people downstairs. It just seems to be a normal morning. It's fairly early.
Town
And
square. Okay.
I suppose if anyone's not opposed, we head out into the town and towards the chapel. If anyone wants to stay and see if they can get breakfast.
Once again, that is most agreeable.
Yeah.
All right. So hearing no anything, we head towards the chapel.
Hmm. Is the market area on the way towards the chapel or no?
No, it is
I
not.
hate
We're
that I
heading towards.
realized Spencer was there.
God dang.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
I
you're
don't know
heading
where the
towards the church?
yeah.
Yes, we're heading towards the church. Like Tilgrim, you remember the church all the way to the left most of the town, and then we
Oh,
begin heading to the east.
oh no, I'm quite aware where the church is. I'm just hmm.
Cool. So just
What,
kind of.
what would you rather the Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just moving you around because. So as far as the stairs go, you just kind of walk down the stairs out to the front of the inn. You note some guards just kind of standing around overlooking things, looking back and forth, waiting for any suspicious activity. They don't really give you much mind. You also note the opening to the inn is closed as the doors have been obviously shut. But they do seem to have a few folks inside, like you saw upstairs. Uh, you just kind of head off towards the church, like I asked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And yeah.
With that, then we're headed out. The party begins to head towards the church. Let's see.
Where's the market area?
So after about a 20-minute walk, the market is on the opposite side over here.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the town square is here.
Don't you live here?
Yeah, right. Like, so looking at the church, you note that as you kind of approach from the area headed west, you note coming up on the church, you can see what it looks like Milovage speaking to uh, two young women. They're completely cloaked in crimson hoods and robes as they kind of just stare at him speaking. You only note them and their faces kind of in passing. As you kind of squint a bit and slowly approach, they make no real. Oh, I'm sorry. They make no real notice of you. It doesn't seem like they have any idea you're there. Um, as this is going on, you slowly begin to approach behind them. From the approach behind them, you note that they seem incredibly familiar. With this, you kind of noting this. Oh, he's not with you. Noting this, kind of just slow down and stop. You can hear Milovaj just say, I don't know. Uh, I did what you asked. With that, you just kind of, yeah, this is a rough one. You have come to the front of St. Angel's Church. As
Is
you
that
approach,
supposed?
pardon?
I'm in
Is
the
that supposed to be there?
I'm in the bathroom area. Okay, I was in the bathroom area. Okay.
Yeah, everything is supposed to be there.
Mm.
Noting this, what do you do?
Whispering like looking around anxiously and speaking whispering to Miss. Do you know her?
Just looking forward. Can't say I do.
Lean over.
You
Yeah,
just see me seeing that, just kind of walk off to the corner, and just make sure my hood is up and about, walking off. Eyes, for those who can see me, eye level, use my eyes just widen a bit.
so lean over Lucian. So
So looking down to Till. Um, who who is? Do you know him?
Whispering. Don't. Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah, whispering. Don't you remember? Those the people that
Lucian
ambushed us.
Lucian Lucian takes a moment and just puts it to his like his chin and looks up for like a moment before looking. Nope, do not.
Those are the people that ambushed us in the forest. Hired to assassinate me?
Almost flinching. You see a glint of a fireball.
What?
You broke up. I didn't hear a thing you said.
I said, like at the say of that, you see Lucian's eyes.
With that, based on the amount
That's
or based on your size of your party, you note the young women slowly turning around to note you just kind of standing behind them. As they turn and just kind of stare at you, you note one with a red hood and a black veil over her eyes just kind of smile at you. Oh, it's you all again. Hmm, new people. Hmm. Say, um, how'd you all make out with my body last time? She just kind of smiles, and you note the younger one flipping back her hood, revealing her pink hair, and just kind of staring. Oh, Avery, it's it's our friends. Hmm, I don't see the little one with them though. Hey, swell, you guys are here in town for the big festival. We were just talking to our pal Milovaj here about some things we needed to get done. But now that you're here, well, hmm, now that we know you're here, it'll be easier to find. She just kind of puts her head on her forehead and looks around. Where is your little friend? You know her slowly going to her side to pull a dagger out.
I can hear all of this,
Um,
right?
Yes.
Could I
yeah,
attempt to okay, two things. One, walking off, would that put me in line of sight of them at all?
I'm sorry, walking off?
Yeah, like back into the city, back where we came from.
If you, I mean, since this roadway goes directly back to it, if you walked across, they would see you walk across.
Okay, then I guess I'll just begin making my way towards the entrance. Is it?
In this kind of okay, as this is happening, Milovaj just takes his opportunity and just runs away. Noting him run off, both Avery and Min kind of turn to each other and turn back. Well, Min, I suppose we should go after the boy. If he hasn't done what he said he'd do, we're gonna have some problems with, well, the boss.
I
You
see
can
what he
do.
ran up to.
What do you want with the boy?
They just kind of look at you, smiling. No worries, we'll be back for you. And they just kind of vanish.
My hand is on the doorknob, about to enter, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you all do?
See where he ran up to.
We head back into the. Well, I'd say. What do you all think? You want to chase after him?
What are the chances of them killing him?
They're trained assassins. Pretty high.
Think we
I
might
don't
have
know.
to
I don't
go
know.
after them.
I don't know what they're planning to do with them, but whatever it is. I just kind of look over to Tilgrim. You can sit this one out if you'd like. You know they're after you.
And just kind of walking towards them, noting that they're gone. While they're after the boy, right? Did we find out why?
Not at all.
Apparently they needed him to do something. That's all we know. Knowing those two and what they can do, I doubt their boss, as Bennett just throws up air quotes, is anyone good.
And you just kind of see me put my hand like under my chin. I mean, do you all want to see?
As I'm just kind of like looking as the kid runs.
Okay, fine. I can. I guess you. I'll stay here. Besides, we need to talk to the Father Lucian.
All right, then you go and gather information from Doctor's Incident and chase after.
Pilgrim, before you go, it might be best to like, and as I'm just like pulls out costume clothes, you might like want to change how you look a bit, or at the very least like cover up your face more.
Right. I'll think of something. Uh,
I'll
I
stay
literally talked
behind.
for you costume clothes.
You gave me costume clothes?
I offered it. You didn't like. Yeah, I just
Oh,
offered it.
seeing that, I guess I'll just reach out for it and take it.
I'll stay behind with Tilgrim. I don't think I'm any good in a chase. Worst case scenario, you stop them from killing somebody else.
And as I'm looking at the kid, how far away has it?
As you've been standing there talking, they've all run out of sight. They're all headed. You know that Milovaj rushing to the road east as the others have followed him. Albeit you haven't seen them following him as they just kind of vanished and you're not sure. But he's gone fairly far east. He's gotten probably past a few houses, headed towards what looks like into the city.
Yeah, I suppose start chasing.
Okay. And everybody else?
I'm also chasing him.
I'm also
Chasing.
chasing.
Down for a bit of a run.
Chasing.
That's everyone?
Yep.
Mhm.
I think so.
Cool. In that case, you head off towards where at least Lucian last saw Milovage. That said, for those of you remaining, what do you do?
Seeing them run off, I just look towards Kester and Bennett. I guess it's just us three. Well, I guess let's go talk to Father Lucian.
Sure.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's strange that we know two Lucians.
To be honest,
Do
I
I
met
know?
this one first.
Hmm, fair enough. Is the church closed or is it open?
You note that the doors just closed there.
Oh no, I meant like, is the church is like as an establishment? Is it closed? Like, is it open for people to enter?
I'll
It's
try
a
the handle.
church. Trying the handle, you just know that clicks and pushing forward it opens.
I'll just follow behind.
As you enter into the church, you note it brightly lit as a great many people just kind of stand. You can hear kind of a rush of voices as they seem to be ending some sort of sermon or ceremony. You note just different guards and different people discussing. You note Father Lucian speaking to a patron. You also note a familiar face as well, kind of just sitting by herself in the corner of the room. Um, Lucinda just kind of glancing around. She doesn't notice you, but her face just kind of turns to show her profile as she looks across to Father Lucian. Seeing this and noticing that a guard seemed to be trying to speak to Yeska in front of you, trying to get something out of him. The boy just kind of sits there and almost looks nervous as he just kind of looks back, waiting for Father Lucian.
So, listening in, can I get exactly what the guard is like asking him?
You just kind of hear the guard going on, just kind of muttering a bit. Listen, boy, if there's trouble, you need to say something. I wouldn't be protecting people if I were you. You're just gutter trash. Without Father Lucian, you're as good as dead anyway. You note Yeska's face seems quite perturbed as a bit of sweat is forming and beading on his forehead.
Uh, I guess taking a step forward, I'll just kind of lean in. Um, um, you see Bennett kind of his demeanor become a bit more submissive in nature. I guess that's the way to say it. As he just kind of leans in. Um, e- excuse me. Um, I'm I'm sorry to interrupt. Um, I think there was a bit of a ruckus going on down the street. It seemed like someone was I don't know, they just took off running in a panic.
You note the guard just kind of looking at you pretty miffed. What's that? Um, real quick, do you have your mask on?
Uh, in here, no, I do not have it on.
Okay. Just kind of looking at you, he grits his teeth. Someone's running about. Just kind of looking back at Yeska, the guard just kind of uh, nods to another guard across the pew, and you notice him approach. What's that about someone running about outside in a panic? You
They
sure no one's just enjoying themselves? It is a festival.
well, yes, I was thinking that at first, but it seemed like they were in a panic. I could see like the sweat dripping off their face, and they didn't really have the best of look. It looked like they were running from something instead of running to somewhere. If you catch my drift with that, they were heading north. I don't really. They just looked very panicked as they ran.
You
Uh,
just kind of see the guards looking at each other as one guard looks back and just eyes you down. Listen here, you little shit. Why don't you go chase after him? We're busy.
Um, sorry, I just thought, with the festivities and everything, that it'd
Christ.
be better if the guards, the trained professionals, were to go handle the situation. I mean, I don't think a citizen like me could ever take care of something like that.
You just note the guard to your left kind of nod. Of course you can. No worries. You don't look like a citizen. No worries. We'll take a look. Al, come on. Leave the boy alone. With that, you note the guard to your right just kind of look at you. I'll be fucking watching you. As he just kind of pushes Yeska to the side and just kind of eyes you slowly walking out.
As the guards
Wee.
as the guards walk out, you can see Bennett as he kind of turns towards them, his right hand pointing away from the guards just kind of clenches up. I fucking hate acting like that. Like I couldn't murder them both. He kind of just
that
cuts
was
himself off.
As this is happening, you note Father Lucian kind of approaching, looking over you, and then noting both, just noting Tilgrim. Uh, he just kind of looks at Yeska. Is there a problem here?
Oh, no, it's just one of the guards they were grilling the boy, and I thought it'd be best to give him some space. He looked like he was panicking.
You know, Yeska just kind of running underneath Father Lucian and hiding behind his leg. Yes, they have been doing that. Uh, Yeska's not much of a talker. And, well, something has happened. I've been attempting to get them to assist me in speaking to him, but their methods are, well, juvenile. Uh, he just kind of eyes Tilgrim again. Hmm. Don't I know you? And he just kind of looks at you and then looks at Kester. Hmm.
you may have known of my family. I believe this might be the first time we've met.
He just kind of rubs his chin. Hmm.
I
Well,
might.
you look quite familiar. As this is happening, he kind of notes as Yeska begins to pull on his robe. You note him kind of ducking down and turning to the boy. You note Yeska just whispering something in his ear as Father Lucian nods and just kind of says, Yes, that's where I remember you from. You were with that cleric. He just kind of looks back at Kester and Bennett. "Hmm, I don't recall you, but I I remember the boy. He said he would help one of my parishioners and ran off. I haven't seen her or him since. Troublemakers." He kind of looks back at Tilgrim. I recall you with them at one point.
You just see me kind of, I guess, look a bit more uh sad. Uh, right. I believe you're talking about Sotero.
Hmm. Didn't get his name, but he was a liar nonetheless. That said, it troubles me and pains me that I haven't seen Wilhelmina in, well, it seems like days. That said, how can I help you all?
Well, about that, I wanted to ask, it seems like a lot's going on in this town. What
Hmm.
exactly is going on? I'm kind of new here entirely, so I'm a bit off track.
Oh, it's the festival of the blazing sun. With all the festivities going around, There's more and more people here gathering. We are doing special services here to help the villagers deal with the added stress, as the burgomaster has decided that, well, the smiles must be extra bright outside of these walls. And for visitors, that's one thing, but for the villagers here, it takes a toll on them when they're in the city. You can imagine this is a place of refuge. That said, there's a great deal buzzing about, rumors and whatnot. Did you need help with anything in particular?
Uh, just I guess not anything in particular. It's just I don't know, with the guards seeming like, well, them. I was a bit thrown off when they started questioning the kid like that. They started saying all that messed up things about him, and I couldn't really stand by for it.
He just kind of looks at Yeska. What did they say? Yeska kind of just pulling him as he listens in his ear again. I see. My apologies. He just kind of gets up. Uh, there's been some problems at the orphanage. My ward, if you would, Milovaj, he's been taking odd jobs and doing what he can, helping his brother and sister. They're other orphans and fairly sick. He's been trying to make enough money to help young Yeska as well. Odds and ends. He's also been volunteering as, well, the oldest member, to help Miss Evelyn. She runs the orphanage. She's gone missing as of late. So you can imagine, with no head mistress, Milovaj is the only one there taking care of the children. He's been dealing with so much stress that things have been, well, hmm. He just kind of looks around. If you're willing, perhaps we can speak in my study.
Uh, yeah, that'd be preferred.
With that, you note Yeska just kind of running towards Tilgrim and just kind of staring as Father Lucian notes. Would you mind?
Oh, sorry. And you just kind of see me just shuffle to the side. Boop boop.
Father Lucian just kind of sitting up against a bookshelf. Damn, it took a while. A bookshelf, just kind of collecting himself, noting back to Lucian and noting the door just cracked open. You can see him just kind of turn back to Bennett. As this is happening, Kester, you note Lucinda just kind of slowly walking, approaching you, glaring her eyes at you as she kind of walks to the side. You lose sight of her as the other parishioners seem to just be chatting and going about their day. You know that in the study, Father Lucian just kind of looking through things and turning. Hmm. Well, uh,
Uh,
nights ago. Okay.
sorry, but do you want us to close the door?
You note him just kind of looking back. Well, I assumed your other friend would like to overhear it. Didn't seem the type to want to come in, so I. But
Hmm.
yes, please, if you would.
I guess I'll just look towards Kester. Are you coming in or?
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
He just kind of nods. Pardon the tight fit. Anyway, Yeska won't say, but about 2 weeks ago, the bones of St. Andrew went missing. They used to be below out back there's a mausoleum. It was specially built to hold them. There are three such mausoleums in Barovia, this being one of them. St. Andrew was our patron saint. Once, she founded Valaki long before the nightmares that overtook the land happened. She was a teacher, someone to inspire the young she disappeared, and no one's sure what happened. Many say that just like Markovia, Andrew was killed by Strahd, but there's no such lore or writing. No one's sure, but one day a body was found, and it was hers. And ever since, her body was laid to rest here, north of the church. Her bones create a sacred barrier against, well, most of the curses of this land. But they went missing. I found the mausoleum gates broken, the lock picked. I'm not sure who did it, but I have my suspicions. Look, he just kind of looks towards Yeska. You hear that, Yeska? I have my suspicions. You know Yeska just turning red as he just kind of looks away. Looking back, he shakes his head. Not the boy. I think Milovaj, but I'm not sure why. Uh, he's always trusted me. He's always come to me, but with this, he says he doesn't know what's going on, that he heard some thieves in the night, and he tried to scare them off, but that boy knows the graveyard better than anyone. No thief could have picked that lock. Anyway, if you can find him, he's been scarce lately. Perhaps you can convince him to come clean with me. I worry he's in over his head. Without those bones, the barrier is no longer around Valaki. And while the burgomaster doesn't care, as he thinks it's all superstition, I believe evil can now descend upon this city. And without that barrier in place, who knows what will come. He kind of just nods and shakes his head, but where are my manners? I am Father Lucian. Uh, I appreciate you listening. Outsiders are always easier to discuss with when it comes to these matters. The villagers, the stress and the anxiety they already have is too much to bear. If they knew that those bones went missing, why they'd cause a panic. He just kind of looks over. I'm sorry?
Sorry, I have a habit of saying things when I'm thinking. Uh, hmm. Well, I did say Milovaj. Would he happen to be a young man about this tall, black hair, kind of a CrossFit-ish build?
That would be him.
I, bel
Oftentimes holding a shovel or pick, something to work with.
I believe I'm aware of who Milovaj is. You mentioned these odd jobs. Do you think that might have something to do with, well, this whole situation?
Hmm. I'm not sure, but why anyone would ask him to steal the bones of St. Andrew? The only reason you would take those is if you were plotting something evil, truly evil. Not a crime, but something against nature, against the Morning Lord. To remove the barrier, something would have to be up. Uh, but he won't speak, and I don't plan to persecute someone for not, or rather without any evidence. He just kind of shakes his head. He won't speak to me, and the only other person he speaks to is missing. He just kind of squints towards you. Your friend, the cleric. He once came to me and told me he would aid me. So, I have a bit of a, well, you could think of it as a request. Would you aid me and perhaps wash my feelings of that young man away? I've already lost one parishioner.
I'm looking towards the both Ben and Kester, and then back to Father Lucian. Sure, I guess we could help you.
He just kind of shakes his head. Well, the boy, he is either here working the cemetery or inside, which I haven't seen him do in a bit, or over at that orphanage. There's no other places he'd go. He knows the city like the back of his hand, but he's not comfortable anywhere else. If you can find him, the easiest way to convince him to help you is to lean on the fact that, well, he's got a starving sister and brother to take care of, as well as, well, he's sweet on Miss Evelyn, albeit she's a bit older than he is, and probably thinks nothing of it. If you know anything about her or the orphanage, you can probably get him to communicate with you.
Hmm.
Okay. I think we can try to help with that. After all, the last thing we need is something happening here.
He just kind of nods towards you. Yeska, is there anything you would like to say to them? You know, Yeska just kind of looking over at you and just looking down.
Just kind of kneeling down at like eye level to Yeska. I'll just kind of look towards him. You don't have to talk if you don't need to. But if you did, it'd be very helpful. Those bones, based off of what Father Lucian said, are really important.
You know, Yeska's face turning red as he just kind of looks at Father Lucian and then back to you. Father Lucian just kind of shakes his head. The boy only speaks to Milovaj and Miss Evelyn, to me in whispers. He has, well, difficulty with people. He's been through a great ordeal for someone his age. Anyway, if you would not mind, I need to go back out to my flock. I'm sure there's still some things to discuss. There was that elf woman poking around. I should speak to her as well.
I actually spotted her. She's someone I met in a different town. Didn't know she'll be
Uh,
here.
he just kind of shrugs his shoulders a bit. Well, regardless of who she is, I aim to help everyone I can.
Right. Kind of getting back up. Uh, Father Lucian, right?
He just nods. Indeed. Lucian Petrovich, at your service. Uh, I've been the father here at this church for at least 35 years now. He kind of nods a bit and leans in. My younger sister, she's over at well, the burgomaster's wife. Hmm. Probably the only reason I'm allowed to keep this place running.
Huh. Well, I'll do everything I can to help.
I appreciate that. Your name, though.
Oh, Tenno. Tenno's a here.
Tenno. Well, Tenno. He kind of puts his hand out in front of you to shake it. It's a pleasure. Hopefully you can find my protege for me and figure out what happened to those bones before something, well, happens to this town.
Uh, just kind of shaking his hand. Right.
He just kind of looks over. And you, I imagine, you're a dype based on your stature, albeit I've never seen someone with such blue skin in your line.
Uh,
Your name?
right, I'm a bit of the black sheep of the family. My name is Tilgrim.
Tilgrim. And you, sir? He just kind of leans around Bennett. Can you hear?
Oh,
Sorry about him.
this
Benjamin has a habit of not talking much.
He just kind of shakes his head. Mm, I see. Well then, if you find him, let me know.
Uh,
Uh,
bef-
w-
Before
Go ahead.
you go, I'm sorry if I'm overstepping, but would it be possible that you could tell us anything about Lady Voctor in regards to her, at least her character?
Hmm. He just kind of looks back to you. Why would you want to know about Lady Voctor?
Well, as you know, she has dealings with my family. I was just curious about who she is as a person.
Hmm. Never seen her here. Um, her sons are quite frequently seen over at the tavern and running around drunk through the streets, causing all sorts of mayhem. And there was some rumors about her daughter, but all that was cleared up when my sister, uh, well, she spread word around the city that her son and Stella were off like young lovers to find themselves. I hear they headed off towards Kretsk. The burgomaster wasn't all too pleased, and Lady Voctor seemed to be quite upset by the ordeal, but happy to see them go. Mm. She's a quiet woman, keeps to herself. Old blood. One of the founding members of Valaki. Well, her family. But there's some dark rumors surrounding that family. Death, despair. Some say that her husband was killed in a ritual, but I don't know. There's no proof that he ever died, no body, no burial, nothing. They just stay cooped up in that house. Your family, of course, would know much more than I. They serve them, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're correct in that assumption.
Mm. Well, I don't know anything else I can help you with that would
Mhm.
make sense. But if I come up with anything, I'll keep you in mind.
Oh, thank you. That's
Mm.
very much appreciated.
That's no problem. With that, he just kind of goes around Kester as Kester died for some reason and heads back out.
I guess as I just wave Lucian, Father Lucian goodbye.
He kind of turns back to you. Take it. As he kind of steps out and looks around. Now, where did she go? And turns back to you. Take care of yourselves. You know Yeska just rushing behind him.
I do the same to him as well, even if he doesn't see. As they leave, I just look towards both Bennett and Kester. Tenno. Huh.
Don't mention anything.
I won't. I just wish I was included. Right, let's go. We should probably meet up with the others.
All right. And also, saying this in like a low voice, you would have been included if we could actually change the way you look.
Yeah, I understand that. Can't really hide blue skin, can you? And you just see me look down, saying that, bit downtrodden at that.
Well, you mark it down on what makes you unique. After all, you're one of the two only hybrid dusk elves left in all of Barovia. It's gotta mean something.
I guess that's fair. Hmm.
With that, I'll open the door and just exit the church.
As you open the door and begin to exit, leaning on the wall, you note Lucinda just kind of playing with a dagger, waiting for you to come out. I'm just noting you. She kind of just looks past Kester to you, Bennett, and just shakes her head. My. So what brings you back to this hellhole?
looking to try to fix things.
Oh. You know, when you lot try to fix things, you usually end up killing a few people in the process. And, well, making people who throw fireballs quite angry. Huh.
Kind
Be
of,
careful.
kind of holding on to the church door, I'll slowly close it. I didn't know you see through disguises so easily. I guess that comes with the job.
Oh, and how? She kind of flicks her dagger up and grabs it. I even see a top hat boy over here. Nice face, by the way. Is that actually real?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Doesn't fit the personality at all. She kind of just looks over towards Tilgrim. Hello, Tilgrim.
Oh, hi, Lucinda. Good morning.
Good morning. See, they haven't gotten you killed yet. That's lovely. So, where to?
You're going with us again?
Not at all. I'm wondering where you're going so I can go the opposite.
Oh,
Hmm. I'm
well,
doing a little odd job. She just kind of stops. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh no, I was just going to mention that we were going to go farther into the city. But you mentioned a odd job.
Hmm. Uh, While you were talking to Father Lucian, I was eavesdropping a bit. I've been sent to talk to him about some valuable information that he's not really giving up, but he mentioned his sister, and I thought, why not pay them a visit? Anyway, either way, I have to report back to Kretsk by dawn tomorrow, so if I see you around, I'll be sure to avoid you. If you need me, though, well, I'm sure there's somebody in town who can help you. Always a pleasure, though.
Quite.
She kind of nods and kind of backs up slowly. You know her just kind of walk away towards the cemetery.
I walked towards the cemetery.
Yeah.
Seeing that, I kind of just looked towards what's been in Castor. I mean, don't you think that may have something to do with Milvaj? He was taking odd jobs. I say that in a low tone.
I don't know. She doesn't strike me as the type to damn a whole village.
I mean, I didn't say. Well, maybe it's not to take the bones, but maybe to return them. I'm not really sure. Just something I thought was, well, something I thought was we should look into.
As you're saying that, you just kind of hear right next to your ear, "Ooh,
Oh,
that is something you probably should look into. What bones?" And she just kind of appears in front of you.
this is jumping, and looks like turning right back to her. Don't. Uh.
She kind of just
Oh.
shrugs. Well, it's what I do. She just kind of kicks her boots. Sorry about that. It is fun though. Looking at you again, the bones. That's what I'm interested in. You were saying.
Uh. Right. You mentioned you listened in earlier, so we don't really have any new information to share.
Hmm. So you know about them, but who has them? Who took them?
That is pretty much what we're trying to figure out.
Hmm. Lucian said that it was his little ward or whatever. I don't know if that would make too much sense, but maybe it would. But why would somebody want to steal the bones? My client's kind of interested in that, but mm, I've kind of taken it upon myself because, to be honest, I kind of like it here. I mean, the burgomaster's insane. The people are, well, they deal with what they deal with, but this is the only safe haven that's really exists in Barovia. I've been trapped in this hellhole for about 3 weeks now, and I have to tell you, this place is the closest thing I see to the outside world. The other villages, well, it's not like we can get to Barovia, but Kretsk just seems like a fortress so walled up and removed that I don't know why anybody would enjoy it there. I'd like to keep this place safe. That said, If you find any information about that boy, well, I'll know. And she just kind of waves towards Bennett. Hmm. You know, pretty decent without the mask. As she just kind of fades from sight.
And she's gone again. Well, I guess this would probably be it would be best to meet back up with the others, unless you have any other plans.
And it just kind of looks towards Pilgrim wiping his nose. Yeah.
Uh, got a cold there, or just a scratch?
Uh, just just a scratch. It's nothing.
Ah, okay.
With that, where would you like to go?
I guess we'll head along the east road where we last saw Melivage running off with the party chasing him.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I'll just, as we go further into the city, just I'll start walking between both Bennett and Kester, pull up my hood, and then use the stuff that Yamas gave me to kind of hide my features even further. Mainly to hide my face, like a scarf from some sort.
Okay. So as you begin to move, the group finds themselves just kind of standing outside of the orphanage gates. You note as you've kind of bobbed and weaved your way around, um, you've managed to catch Milovaz, or at least catch bits and pieces of him rushing towards the orphanage. However, he never goes towards the orphanage. You note him running past it towards the town square, stopping and just kind of sitting near the orphanage gates. You note many children just kind of playing and the gates being open, but instead of running into it, he just seemed to continue through the square where you lost him. Um, I need everybody in your group to roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Huh,
I mean, hey,
cool.
glad I got the nat 2 out.
So, standing in front of the orphanage, what do you do? Do you enter the town square, or do you enter the orphanage?
So
Well,
enter the orphanage.
I'd rather keep up the. Ah,
I keep with the
I'd,
boy then.
I'd rather keep up with the boy.
All right.
The
Yeah,
boys.
just well, Akeva, what do you think? I
I
think
think
I
we
think
should
Yamez
keep chasing.
I think Yamez would be good here, seeing it's his home.
Yeah, I think we should, stay in pursuit just to make sure he's okay.
Then Yamez will give it to you as I get ready to like head off into the square.
So Yamaz is staying behind.
Yeah.
And we start. I start. I suppose if we like see any slow slow my pace into like a sort of like jog instead of looking like I'm running.
Okay.
Do you catch up towards the Milgrove or?
You lost sight of him.
Oh, I thought the rolls were able to help us. Oh, okay.
No, that's not what the rules were for.
Okay.
So as you enter into the Times Square, you note just kind of a commotion and a clamoring coming from the southern building right near where you're at. You also note a just massive burning bright effigy, just kind of on a stake and just a massive orb of just wood set afire and just glowing over everything. Most things in the square seem to be going off as normal, but there seems to be just kind of a general uh, up in arms nature about something happening. You're not entirely sure as to what's happening, but you know it doesn't seem good as you slowly begin to cross over and walk into the main square. You know people just kind of clamoring around looking at some sort of spectacle, and you note that there are so many people that it is fairly difficult to see where Milovaj went to. Um, all of you have noted that it seems as he turned in, he seemed to be going somewhere towards the. Wait, which way did you guys come in? You came in from the north. He seems to be going somewhere towards the south. With that being said, you note a guard as you kind of bump your way through, just kind of looking at you. Oi, knew a lot of travelers, eh?
All right, top of the morning.
Yes. Be
Give it
mindful
away.
on the square. There's a show going around, about to hang some folks.
Ah,
Uh, with that, where are we? Sorry, I'm trying to get things together for scenes, and whew, there's a lot of scenes. There's a lot of scenes. Cool. You know, upon entering, just kind of the hustle and bustle, looking towards your south, you know, just kind of a grand standing of people at the gallows. What do you all do?
Down south. Wait a minute, I could see him right there. Okay. Oh, he's on the guard. Shit. Um. Um. Hmm. I guess walking forward and like signaling everyone else to move forward out of the range of the guards. Shit is what it is. Um. The or no. No. Oh. Hello.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually Lucian. Still. Oh, Lucian.
Oh, sorry, I
Kiva
was
and
looking at the map.
oh yeah. I what you call it? Um, but also Jordan also follows through or no?
Yeah, sure.
I'm like whispering towards him. I said, I think I see him around by birds. This is gonna be hard to chase after him. Um, I mm, like
You note as you kind of enter the square, people just kind of speaking amongst themselves. Most of them kind of looking on in a bit of horror, while some of them just shop and try to go about their day. All of them just kind of fixated with these leathery smiles on their face. Almost some of them rubbing their cheeks from being worn down, smiling. You know that's still only about 7:30 in the morning, but it's already seems that those who have been up have overstayed their welcome. You note as this is happening, you can some of you noting different people in the crowds, but not paying attention all too much as you fixate and focus on trying to look through said crowds. You note that below or past the effigy, there seems to be again at the gallows to the south here a collection. You know, from where you're standing, uh, you can kind of see through to for those of you who remember him, Isaac Strasny just kind of reading over something and looking on at well, you're not really sure, but well, you can make it out for yourselves as you need. That said, you are free to do what you need to do.
And so I guess from this position, do I see any children?
You know children running around, but you don't know anything. Like you don't know any any great numbers. Some are just roaming with their parents. Others are just kind of just street urchins running back and forth, trying to get away from guards as they snatch food and run past.
And I guess just trying to try to. Hmm. And I last saw him hitting south.
You last saw him headed to the south. Yes.
Um, from this distance, can I hear what can I hear what's going on?
From the distance, where are you?
Right here.
You can hear just kind of the guards just yelling, "Ah, calm down, stop!" Just kind of pushing people back. Uh, there doesn't seem to be anything happening other than that. Just different cries and whatnot coming from those on the gallows, and different people just kind of talking amongst themselves. Through their smiles, you can just hear more innocents getting hung or hanged for nothing. That's what the burgomaster likes. You better keep your smile up, or your children may be next. The lovely sounds of festival music seem to glisten in the background.
There's a big ball of fire in front of my face.
So catching I guess I don't. I guess trying to like around the fireball.
Something like that.
As this happens, Wolfram is just kind of stopped. You feel a hand on your chest. As you look in front of you, a woman in a crimson robe just kind of
Uh,
pushes the robe back a bit and just kind of smiles at you. Hey there, handsome. What's the rush? Care to stay a bit?
No, I was not tasked here to lollygag around.
You know her kind of just whistling as a few people just kind of slowly kind of approach you,
Oh god.
Oh Lord.
kind of looking over towards the group and looking back down. You wouldn't be getting in the way of, well, a job, would you? That boy's ours. You're gonna want to leave him.
Let's see here. Mind tell what you need the boy in the first place?
Certainly. Well, he's well, he promised to do something for a good old bag of, well, ravens, and we're just making sure he did it. Our clients don't really like when people don't come back after an assignment. And what would you like him for?
Don't really know. I'm just following along.
You note her kind of slowly pulling a sword from her side. That's not a good enough answer.
Or, not fight with townspeople. Uh, let's say maybe outside the city.
She just kind of smiles. Between the two of us, only one of us has a weapon. And I can kill you faster than the guards will note. Now then, the boy, what's he to you? Why, you didn't come chasing him all this way for nothing, did you?
Nah, I was mostly an assist. I believe he has a what you call it, connection with one of my teammates.
He just kind of looks around. Point him out to me.
Just like I said, I have no point on my own teammates as well too. Clients, you say? Whatever you say, clients, whatever. I am not a well.
You just kind of see her shrug her shoulders as she kind of turns. The blade just kind of really quickly whipping. Go ahead and they make a deck save for me. She just kind of slowly walks away from you.
It's wild.
You note you don't feel anything, but you can almost as you kind of go towards your neck, you kind of feel almost like a wetness. As you kind of pull your hand off, you see just blood in your hand. And her smile just kind of looking back at you as she turns towards one of the guards to the south. Excuse me, sir. I think there's been some trouble up there. That young man, the pale one, he seems to have cut himself. You note the guard just kind of shrugging. Ow! What's it to you? You note her just kind of look back. Well, I imagine the captain down there wouldn't be too fond to see a bloody mess of a civilian in the town square during the festival. You note the guard just kind of wincing a bit, ugh, and just kind of rushing off towards you. Sliding into his position, Avery just kind of looks towards Lucian. Well, well, you
Man,
know.
you're just one hell of a smooth operator, aren't you?
She just kind of shrugs. I mean, uh, we do work for the people who run this city. Anyway, your little blue friend, uh, we're gonna have to put her on the back burner. Things have been happening. Figured I'd come tell you since I don't remember the rest of your friends up there. That said, what's the boy to you?
Brother to one of our allies. Seeing him away like, obviously, we want to see if he's safe or not.
Oh,
And
he's safe.
well, seeing as I just looked to the both of them, it's probably as in business a kid should be.
You note them both kind of shrugging. Well, if he didn't want the business, wouldn't have signed up. But you know how kids are. They'll do anything for money. That said, we'll take good care of him. So if you don't mind, we're giving you an option to leave here unscathed. Plus, your friend's gonna bleed out in about, well, 18 minutes or so. He doesn't know it yet.
Let me take a wild guess. Would your client happen to have a pronounced W in their name?
Hmm. She just kind of looks at you as though her lips kind of pursed. Hmm. Oh, you're way off, but I'll give you that. Whoever you're working for, I guess setting up that old bat would be nice. Hmm. afraid the Voctors aren't deep pockets enough to deal with what we're dealing with. Plus, we don't work for cash, only fame, and, well, to make sure our names aren't in that little book of, Strahd's. Anyway, if you need to know more, you're gonna have to contact one of those, little shits that set us up on your, friend's operation. What are they? The Dips? I don't know how they call their family. The little ones running around always cleaning houses. Anyway, good day. With that, both of them just kind of pulling through the crowd slowly.
And with
Uh,
that,
with,
he just takes a moment of
with that, you kind of hear a loud, "All right, so what are we doing? Okay, okay. I figured it out. Ah, you lot are all guilty of, well, the burgomaster has found you all guilty of unhappiness and trying to create negativity within the entirety of the city. Since you can't plead because you've already been found guilty, it is I, Captain Sliznazi, who will carry out said execution. But there's, what's that word? You note Isaac kind of stopping to talk to one of the guards as the crowd just boos and hisses. As he turns to them, they immediately quiet as festival music brilliantly plays in the background and people fake a smile for the guards. You know Strasny continuing. Ah, good, good. There seems to be a note at the bottom here. Ah, what is this? Ah, your execution has been stayed a bit. The burgomaster will see to it himself tonight at dusk. Ah, I'll let you dwindle there until he gets there. You note him kind of hopping up on the stage and tying their hands behind the gallows. Old woman, make sure you don't try to escape. I'd hate to set you on fire in front of your young son here. Although he won't be alive long enough to see it anyway. Anyway, let's go to the inn and get some drinks, eh? You know the guards just kind of nodding as the crowd just kind of disperses.
hmm. So hmm. And so kind of like glancing over his two assassins, like
Pardon?
Isaiah, you are cutting out.
Yeah, you couldn't know that.
ah,
Okay, I thought I was the only one. Okay, I thought my headphones would make that sound. Okay, making sure.
testing, testing.
You sound better?
Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of glancing over to the assassins. Do they seem to be like looking at me in a cave?
They are not. You just know them kind of approaching both guards, and very quickly you note the guards just kind of falling and then being dragged and moved almost
Ah,
immediately to a
as
corner.
as I see this happen, I'll quickly take. Oh no! Before they as they're doing that, like
Mhm.
before they start trying to escort him away, I kind of like turn to Akeva and then take out the wand and talk to it. Now need to hear the secrets of someone.
Secrets of
In like a low voice, and it makes it seem like I'm like talking to Akeva.
You note the wand just going, okay, Shug, what you need?
There's a boy just about the full length to the south. Little boy, black hair. And I'd like to hear what he's doing. Well, rather, what exactly is he trying to hide that he's done for those the two near him.
You note the wand just kind of sprinkling a bit, sparking as
Let's go.
you just kind of hear, "Hmm, he's currently pissing himself."
I could probably tell that. Anything further that he might be holding?
Hmm. Seems he's a little anxious. Did a little bad deed for some coffin maker. Stole some bones. Bones of a saint. Either
I
way,
know.
his real thoughts are about how he's going to die. It seems those two young ladies are talking to him about it.
Huh. Well, from that, can you tell what they're saying from his perspective?
Hmm. His mind just seems to be filled with being drowned in a lake, slowly.
Can you tell why he did it?
Seems like he needed to feed his little sister. She has pneumonia. She hasn't been eating.
And where? Well, he took them. Where did he take them?
Like I said, coffin maker.
And does he know the name of this coffin maker?
He does not. Luckily for you, there's only one in the city.
And I suppose that'll do. Thanks for the help. As I just kind of begin to put the wand away.
You notice the wand just kind of sparkles a bit. No problem. As this is happening, oh, I can't do that. You just AFK'd. As this is happening, Wolfram, you note the guard kind of approaching you and just kind of looking you over. You there? Uh, where'd you get that cut? Seems pretty bad. Oh.
Yeah, where's Guy?
No,
Um,
no, no,
no,
no,
I was gonna ask if I'd be able to act.
no, no. I'm just thinking plausibly and realistically.
Would I be able to assist?
You're nowhere near him.
Yep, yeah, fair enough. I was focused on the wand. Yeah, I don't even know this is happening.
Well, at the bar, I was had 2 drinks. Might have cut myself and opened the wound.
Why are you drinking so early, boy? You probably should have bandaged that up a bit. You're gonna want to put something on it. It's a nice slice there. Not too deep, though. Anyway, cover that up before... He kind of just looks to the south. Oh, shit! He's gone! Ah, fuck you then! And he just kind of walks off.
Oof. Okay. Thank God. What's on the drink type? Looking at uh, um, can I I feel on my neck. Can I, like uh, like I cover my neck and like feeling like some blood and sniffing it. Can I tell if I've been poisoned or anything, or just a normal clean cut?
It just seems like a clean cut. You note your blood seems fairly thin, though. Seems to be quite wet on your hand.
Okay, taking a piece of bedroll, like ripping the pieces and using it as a makeshift band-aid I have to wrap around my neck. Medicine check, I presume, or I have to be efficient.
I mean, you could probably just... Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay. Oop. Normal. 19.
Alright. So as you kind of wrap the bandage, based on your previous battle experience, it's a pretty good tight, just kind of bandage on your neck. You feel secure, and the bleeding seems to be getting a little better. With that, what do you all do?
Do I in the two different crowds? Do I still know if the uh, noticing the child? What's his demeanor looking like? Is like calm or like he's like shit, I'm about to die. Like what's his demeanor?
Demeanor of whom?
Uh, fuck, I forgot his name. Shit. Milgrove there, Milgrove. Thank God. Not Milgrove. Not Milgrove. Fuck.
Milojov?
Milgrove there. Yeah.
Milovage. Milovage.
Milvosh. Yeah, that guy Milvosh. Too many M's. Jesus Christ.
You just note him. Well, as you kind of look at him, you note there's a stain on his leg. He seems incredibly up, scared. You also note kind of a glint of a blade, as one of them seems to have pulled a sword out. It seems that they've tucked themselves away fairly nicely away from the crowd. They're speaking, but you don't know what they're saying, as both of the women are now kind of hooded, and you just see Milovage's mouth moving.
So I approached Lucian and Akeva. Don't know and whispering, don't know what you guys following for, but can you explain what's story between this boy and why you care about him? If he's not important, just let him die.
Well, as cold as it sounds, for the time being, he won't. They have. As I just kind of look, does anyone like seem to be like looking towards us from the in like the immediate vicinity?
As Jotun kind of rushes towards the south, she notes an older woman just kind of glaring at her, smiling. With that, she just kind of slowly walks off. Other than that, it doesn't seem like anyone is looking towards you. Although it seems a young woman is kind of pushing her way towards you. As you kind of get her, or at least catch her as she's moving, coming into sight, note her as Esmeralda, as she just kind of glares at you and comes running towards you. Kind of just stopping in short and punching you directly in your
Esmer,
arm. She just kind of stops and goes, "Holy shit! Lucian, what are you doing here exactly? Haven't seen you
well,
since, Argynvost, right? You almost killed me."
What?
a thing or two happened, and the rest of us are here.
Excellent. It's been a while. Actually, mm, no, we saw each other at, outside of my little, home away from home, the tower. If I'm not mistaken, you were, almost murdered by wolves.
Yes.
Good times, good times. You all get into a lot of fun. Hey, new faces. I'm, Esmerella, the Avenger. Vampire hunter extraordinaire, and, uh, pretty lady, if I do say so myself. Uh, and your name? She just kind of looks at the Kiva and smiles. I haven't seen, someone as, interesting as you around. Very nice eyes.
Thank you. My name is Akeva, and I've just recently joined the party. I need to direct them somewhere, but for the meantime, I'm just following them.
She kind of just elbows Lucian. This one talks a lot, eh?
Quite a bit, but breath of fresh air.
Hmm. Looking towards the bandage around Wolfram's neck and just kind of looking back at you, she kind of whispers to you, "Is the pale one with you too?"
That he is.
Oh, hey! She just kind of slaps you on your shoulder. "I'm Esmeralda, the Avener. Uh, vampire, you've probably overheard. And your name?"
This wolf from Messenger of the Raven Queen.
Messenger of the Raven Queen. She just kind of taps you again. This one seems like he's no fun. Uh, strange companions you grow.
Not festive, but reliable.
I saw Jotun over there. He seems to be, I don't know. lost in thought. He always does seem like that, doesn't he?
Well, we were about to head off and meet with the others. Would you care to join us?
Afraid not. I'm looking for someone. As you know, I've been looking for my master for some time, and I still can't find the asshole. I heard he was in Valaki, so here I am. Festivals going on, I blend right in. They're not really too fond of Vistani, but as a fine Vistana, I try not to stand out too much. But the camp down south, I probably will go to and see if Argyll or rather Aringal and Nuvash know anything. But those assholes probably won't speak to me. I probably owe them money. Mm, if you need help, though, I'm staying over at the Blue Water Inn. Although I'm probably not staying there tonight. You could catch me at the Vistani camp if you need anything. Down south, beyond the village.
All right, and
Mm.
well, just in case we happen to cross him, as we still have some business left in Valaki, what does he look like?
Let's see. You can't miss him. He's a stern-looking man. Part of his face almost looks like it was burned off. Walks with a cane. Uh, Regal gentleman. Dresses to the nines and all that. Very wealthy. Dr. Rudolf van Richten. Although, I should keep my voice down. Some people hear that name and it's the same as Strahd van Zarovich to them. Anyway, if you find him, tell him Ezreal is looking for him. That old coot.
Will do.
Go get going right now.
And good luck in your search as they we begin to head off back towards the party. I suppose we head off back towards
Yeah.
the church. No, we first passed by the we first passed by the orphanage to see what's happening with Yamas, and then we head towards the church.
All right. She just kind of nods to you. Hmm. Unsavory characters over here. We'll see each other again. If you ever need my blade or my axe. Or my ass. Yeah, look me up. Well, if you could find me. Hmm. 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 She just kind of looks at you. Taking a card from her pocket, kind of just a red, almost small, just paper card, and she just hands it to you. If you need anything, take that card then away from people, untrusted people. Call my name. I'll do the rest myself. She just kind of nods to you and looks at Akiva and Wolfram. Pleasure to meet you all. Hopefully we see each other again. Be safe. And she just kind of walks away.
And I'll accept the card.
Do I recognize that old woman that was like glaring at me?
Oh, I don't know. Do you recognize the old woman that was glaring at you? Gonna go with a
I guess not.
roll history.
Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
You have no idea who she is. She almost seems like a grandmother you never had. You feel warmly connected to her, but she just seems to be talking to a guard quietly now.
That being said, we will head off towards the orphanage.
Yes, back to the orphanage, and I've got a few things to explain when we're all together.
Yes, it might entail the hooded figures have sloppy work.
Question. Before we go, are we gonna do anything about that information with the bones, or is that something we'll come back to
Oh,
later?
Akiva didn't hear that, or did
Oh,
she? I
I
mean,
don't
hey,
know. I was right next to you.
hey, Mr. J, does the thing speak like softly out loud, or does it speak to me with my mind?
speaks to you telepathically.
Nope.
Okay,
You
then
you
never
you have
mind.
heard nothing.
Alright, cool.
Off we go to the orphanage.
Towards Lucian. What's with the ladies? If they're assassins, then it's clear the footwork needs to be better.
What do you say?
Shot guys. Oh, Wolfen like stares at the lady in the red robe. If you know the lady, I don't know who she has to you, but she's working on footwork. It's kind of sloppy. Shot guys are more better than this.
Do you mean Esmeralda?
No, the one that as he goes as a cutting motion, neck my neck.
Well, I wouldn't say that we know. I just kind of look over to that the big burning sphere. Look, how about we get off the square and talk once we're out of here? And I just look over to Blinsky and the people on the rafters. I don't want to stay here a second longer. And we can't do anything for the boy for now, but at least for the time being, he'll be safe or alive.
Or dead.
Not as long as they need him for whatever. Enough time we've spent talking. I just start walking towards the orphanage.
Well,
Okay, so you guys are headed towards the orphanage.
Yes. To go check on Yames.
Cool. So, heading back towards the orphanage, you note, where's our numbers? Why do I still have the rain stuff? It's not raining. You note Yama's just kind of regaling, I guess, tales with youngsters playing music and speaking to them. In your absence, he learned. Okay, he learned that Miss Evelyn has been gone for about 5 nights now. She had no. She didn't leave any notes or anything. Um, she just kind of ran off in the middle of the night. Milovash has been taking care of the orphanage by himself ever since, and well, supplies are starting to run low and dwindling. The burgomaster doesn't seem to really care, as the orphanage is quote unquote an unsavory breeding ground for riffraff. With this information in tow,
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the last part. The burgomaster said that.
yes, that's what the children have been talking to Yamez about. So you all meet up and yeah, what do you do?
All right then. I suggest we head over back to the church and meet up with the others. See what they gathered from Father Lucian.
the better.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we're into the church.
Cool. So headed towards the church, you manage to meet the rest of your party right by the Blue Water Inn. Meeting at the cross street, you note Bennett Tilgram and Kester kind of bumping into you as you all kind of begin exchanging. Well, you're free to exchange what you need. As this is occurring and you're walking back, do you have any particular location you would like to go, or would you all like to go back to the church? Actually, you can make that decision after you're done. You have free reign.
All right. What have we gathered? I got a thing or two.
Apparently the bones of St. Andrew are gone. Those bones form some kind of barrier around the town. As long as those were buried near the church, basically nothing would get through. But Father Lucian saw the ransom, and he thinks Milavage may be the one who did it. Also, me and Kester are going by aliases now. Makes it easier to gather stuff when not everyone hates you.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. We also learned that before I say this, kind of looking around, do I notice? Do I see Lucinda at all?
Around you? No, you don't note Lucinda anywhere.
Okay. Then looking back towards Lucin in the group, uh, we also note that Milajov has been taking odd jobs. Uh, who we're not exactly sure, but we believe that it might have something to do with the missing bone that Tenno mentioned, and I kind of just gesture towards Bennett as I say that.
Tenno?
I came up with that on the spot. Also, Kester's new name is Benjamin. Anyway, you know where Milavage is?
Well, with those two assassins.
You left him with them?
Probably dead by now.
They claim they have some kind of job, and I just kind of turned over to Wolfram. They're just too fast. I couldn't even see it happen. And we can't exactly start a fight in the crowd.
Oh,
They were over by the town square. And I think as long as they think they need this job for him, he'll be safe at least. But I don't know how much time that'll be.
You at least know who put him up to it.
Actually, I might just. I just kind of look over to Tilgrim and Bennett. What do you know in this town about a coffin maker?
That.
If I remember right, that was the old closed down place that was barred off when we first went there.
Yeah, that's in the town square, right?
Closer to the stockyard, yeah.
Right. It's not far from the potion shop.
Well, using a finger. No need to be vague. Something I grabbed from. Well, where we were last. Had a pick at the kid's mind before they dragged him off. And I can confirm that he did. He did take them.
Oh, the shoemaker.
No, not. Speaking of that, the shoemaker and Blinsky and the shoemaker's mother are all at the gallows. And the burgomaster is planning on executing them tonight. Well, I doubt it'll go smoothly either way, given the whole vampire situation.
I swear that would happen at the same time, but it gives us something.
But nonetheless, he did it because his sister, she's down sick, and she hasn't eaten. He was looking for a job and got mixed up with the wrong kind of job.
Look, it's bound to make a man desperate, especially when he needs it. Alright, so I guess that's why Yeska didn't say anything. He was worried that Milavage would get in trouble. I guess not be able to feed their sister and everything would go south. Shit. Alright.
Nonetheless, he took them and he brought them to the that coffin maker. doesn't know his name, or there was nothing else I could pull.
Shit.
And apparently, looking over the till room, this time again they're hired by. They just said the docks.
The docks?
Dope. I'm sorry. Your family.
Oh, the dipes. Right.
Dipes.
Coming to a consensus, what do you plan to do?
I guess we follow Lucian's plan, then blacksmith, then towards the Burgermeister.
I don't think we're gonna have time for that.
But thanks for
As I look up in the sky, it's still like morning, right? Bearing in a few hours.
7 some previously, especially like what?
I look over to Kester. Kester, do you have a feeling what time it is?
Just kind
Oh.
of like looking up. What time? Sure. Just kind of looking up at the sky. Well, what time am I feeling right now?
Looking around, you know that to be just about 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 in the morning.
There's still plenty of time. We've got daylight to burn.
I don't think Milavash does. If they
Yeah,
manage
is
to
it?
milk the information out of them, they could be there and out before we can. You said they were fast and you could react. What's stopping him from sneaking in and out of some coffin?
From like my recollection, is the area of the coffin maker's shop to the south of the central? I mean the town square. Is it?
Southeast, more like.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I was asking if from the town square, would those areas like the the old coffin maker shop be to the south from the town square?
From the town square, it would be to the west. I'm sorry, the east.
But when we left the town square, they were taking them off to the somewhere south. They don't know where. Well, yet. Uh, all right then. We'll take your suggestion and. Well, what do you all think? Or do you want to try heading straight there?
Yeah, I think that
No, we
that
don't.
probably
We
be the
don't.
best. Because
Well,
again, we can visit the blacksmith at any time today.
yes, that's fine. But do any of you have any way for them to not sneak up on us? Anything? If we head straight there and they're trailing us, then there's no point.
I think we may know someone.
Such as.
Apparently Lucindo's in this town. We saw her near the church. If there's anyone who's bound to spot someone sneaking, it has to be another thief. At least that's the only thing I could think of.
Himself's name and just go to that
And
person.
who's the person in question?
And walk and talk. I would do this. As Lucian's there, we kind of were within daylight standing here.
Yeah. With that, some time has passed. What do you plan as a party?
I assume we're going to the church. Ben has not explained what he's going
So,
to say.
yes, for this person, who are they? And can they? How can they help us in well keeping those ones at bay?
And the thief some of us got trapped in the mountain with. The elf chick that made no sounds when she
Last
stepped.
her last I saw her was correct. Well, if we can get her to lend us a hand, should be a big help. And to the church.
That's the last place we saw her.
And what exactly was she doing here?
She mentioned she was also on a odd job. What? We're not exactly sure.
But she said she considers this place like a home. It's more wide open than Kretzky's. So she enjoys it here better.
That sure is.
If there's anyone who wants to go out of their way to help this place, might as well be the one who considers it a home.
All right then, to the church, and I suppose we just start walking towards the church.
So after about 20 minutes, you all return back to the church. You note that the services have continued on. Father Lucian seems to be well, um, ringing the bells as a new service begins. You find yourself outside of the church, just kind of waiting on something. What do you do?
Stop this. Listen to them.
Do?
You wait to contact her?
And you last saw her inside, right? Do you think you could go in and get her? I don't think any of us are well, except for the newer ones are rather favored by Father Lucian after what happened.
Sure. I don't know if she's inside, but we can check. Just opening the door. I can open the door. I don't think I can open the door. No, I can't open the door. Oh, okay. I just opened the door, and from where I'm standing, peeking, it looks like there's a service going on currently, right?
Yeah, it does. You can hear kind of a majestic kind of song playing. You note just something coming from next to Father Lucian seems to be playing music out as people start taking a seat. He just kind of begins, morning, morning all, morning, morning. It is, and he just kind of proceeds to begin his sermon.
Kind of cracking the door and looking back. I don't know if it's the best time. They're starting the service.
I'll be in and out in a sec. Just give me a sec. If she's in there, I'll let you know. If not, we just have to hope she hasn't left the city yet.
All right. I kind of just move out the way.
Kind of entering. Not trying to draw much attention. I'll just kind of quietly step over to the wall. Just kind of looking.
You know, Lucinda's just kind of staring forward and not saying anything to you. She just kind of, you just see her ears both kind of go up and then drop down as she continues to listen to the sermon.
So, kind of paying attention to the, or at least looking towards the sermon as it's happening, I'll just kind of take a step, like, behind her and just kind of listen in for a bit. Do her ears, like, kind of go up and down again? Or...
They don't know. And just note, Father Lucian begin to talk about community and making the best of what seems like an awful experience for many. But trying to enjoy and endure the Blazing Sun Festival as something positive in an age of dark.
Uh, okay. Well, kind of taking a step towards where the cues are and kind of like crouching down again, trying to remain as silent as I can. I'll just kind of put my hand on the armrest and just kind of tap it to get her attention.
She just kind of turns to you and turns back. Kind of as Father Lucian is stating his prayer, she just kind of looks towards you. What are you doing? She just kind of says through her teeth.
Kind of responding in a low voice. We need your help on something.
What's in it for me? She just kind of looks back as you note certain parishioners just kind of looking towards you all. You note her just kind of looking towards the girl next to her and just kind of moving her hands as they begin moving down. She kind of scoots in. Sit down.
I'll just take a seat. What's in it
Are
for
you?
you?
She just kind of nods while staring at Father Lucian.
Kind of staring towards Lucian. Father Lucian, I'll lean in. You said it earlier. You see this place as a home? It's the closest you have to the real world outside the mist. If you want to keep it that way, I think we're gonna need your help.
Just kind of shaking her head. She doesn't look at you. She just goes, "Oh, that's great. But I could probably take care of myself and the town. But messing with you all, she just kind of looks back. I'd rather have some compensation. So again, what's in it for me?"
Kind of, while facing towards Father Lucian, my eyes just kind of narrowed towards her. You are a shrewd businesswoman. Fine. I have 500 gold with your name on it if you help us out.
What do you need?
Well, we need someone who's experienced with sneaking around to keep an eye out for some assassins. We think we might know exactly what we're looking for and where it is, but the problem is we might have some tailgaters.
Fantastic. Um, she just kind of nods. Well, we might as well go somewhere we can talk it out. And she just kind of motions to you to get up. Come on.
Getting up, I'll just make my way out.
You know her just kind of following you and closing the door behind her. She just kind of looks around. Jesus, fuck, you travel in a large pack. You know, with so many colorful people, I'm amazed the guards haven't, well, strung you up yet. New people. Say, where's probably dead? Well, she just kind of looks around and or just kind of looking through. She just shakes her head. I didn't introduce myself, but I don't think it'll matter. Most of you won't be here when we're done with this, I gather. So, where to?
Weapon maker shop.
Assassins. How many?
2 of them. One usually
Nah,
has someone covering her mouth, the other her eyes. Both have red hoods.
could be
What?
more. Maybe one or two.
I've seen the two around. The world's greatest assassins. I know who you're talking about. Saw them, well, they were making some deals with Black Riders to the east. I had a bad encounter with them while trying to cross through to the village. Didn't work out for my favor. Found myself stuck in Valaki. Anyway, I'll watch your back. She just kind of looks around. But is there nobody here who does the whole hiding in shadows thing? Didn't you have a monk with you at some point?
He kind of just disappeared when we all woke up. You don't really know what's going on with him.
Hmm. Well, maybe he got tired of almost dying. Sorry. Anyway, with that, she just kind of seems reluctant, and Lucinda has joined your party.
I guess with no that being said, coffee maker shop. If no one has any says about spare order piece.
Ah, no, let's head straight there.
You're headed where?
Make a
The,
shop.
the copy maker
Uh,
shop.
the coffee maker shop.
Okay.
At the comic shop. What does surrounding place look like?
I'm sorry. Was I muted this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I give a
that-
second.
Indeed, you were.
I thought
cool.
I'd give
You
a
were just
second.
doing stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Well, so you walked for about 40 minutes. You found yourself in Arasak Stockyard. There's a massive crowd kind of oohing and eyeing different festive events as Victavio is currently in the town square with his amazing tiger just kind of doing tricks and feeding himself to the tiger and then not transforming him into all sorts of things. The children are screaming with glee and running about as music plays. You find yourselves in an old boarded up building. It's about a single story, but the sign outside certainly does say coffin maker shop. Yeah, you can't tell much from excuse me. You
Looking
can't
around about
right. You can't tell too much from anything else as the windows seem to be boarded up and strange. As you kind of perceive the shop and kind of make your way towards it, you know there doesn't seem to be much life coming from it. There's no lights, there's no people, there's no windows that you can look through. It just seems to be a just an old boarded up shop. You're not really sure what to expect or what you should have expected, but you're certain it wasn't that. Coming to the front door, you find yourself as a group just kind of steadily stopping in front and noting the door frame. Another massive lock, it seems.
okay, Okay, looking around, how far away from the uh town square? Like, is there any guards or down people around us, or is like a remote location?
Uh, as you kind of walk towards the shop, you note there are no guards whatsoever.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Oh,
you find
that
yourself on kind of a offset area next to the stockyard, just kind of out of the way. You've had to cross through kind of like a gutter area to get there. It doesn't seem very friendly.
uh, walking around, do I see any like any footprints leading into anywhere? Like
Uh,
like scour around the building for any potential.
as you look around the building, you don't know any footsteps now.
Is
It
there any
doesn't
cellars?
seem. I'm sorry.
Apologies, not like any cellar of some sort.
There's no outside cellar you can see now.
Oh,
There, as you kind of look around the building, you note it having a back door and a front door, however. But you don't know anything else about it.
Does there like just kind of like tapping the grounds up? Just seems like freshly done.
Does
friend.
the ground seem freshly dug?
Well, I guess it would be kind of hard to like visualize.
Is the ground raised?
Is the
Is it
ground around the coffin shop raised?
erosion?
Not that you're aware of. No, it just seems like an old abandoned
Oh, okay.
warehouse.
With that being said, well done with the Lucian. Ready, not thinking, master. Go, you do your thing.
Got it. And looking over the and just kind of looking around. Uh, it's a yeah, you already said it's a month. I go ahead and try to pick the lock. Actually, what kind of like what does the door look like? Is the door itself like boarded, as in there are like wood planks across the door?
There are no, it's just a old wooden door with a big iron lock on it. There's nothing like, it's the windows are all boarded up and covered over.
Mm,
How many like wooden planks are covering the windows? Is it like too many
There's,
to count?
there's, as you kind of look to the windows you see, you know about 5 to 7, planks just kind of layered up and, just kind of locked against the, old wood walling, and it seems like a little bit of the walling falling to see some brick underneath.
And I
As I
guess
say, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just kind of looking to the side of the building. Does it look? Is there like a second or a side entrance, or
There's a back. Okay. There's a back door that Wolfram noted.
right, right?
And was the back door locked? Well,
The back door. Did you? I wouldn't know. No one checked.
Looking at the back door, this is away from the main street, right?
The back door is away from the main street. Yes.
Okay. Moving towards the back door. Uh, I don't know anything in particular besides it being a door. Uh,
It's an old wooden door with a iron lock on it, like the front door.
Seeing that, I'll just wave the others to come. Perhaps we should try to get through this door. A bit more cover. It's
yeah, without saying a word, I just head on over to the back door.
I'll head over.
Also follow.
Can we assume everyone heads over, or is anyone staying in the front?
I guess not.
Uh, Yamas, do you? Kester, Jotun,
Yeah, there'd be no pain in waiting.
you'll just stand in front of the shack that It's like to the street.
Just stay on the street. No, I'll just go with you guys.
All right, Yamas, Caster.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm
All
just
right,
going
all
to.
right. We're all back there.
So everyone's going to the back door.
Yes.
Okay.
And kind of like feeling the handle or knob. Well, is it locked? Or
I
is there a blatant big iron lock?
I mean it's locked. It's not the iron lock is not a lock. It's a cover.
Ah, okay. And seeing and with the cover we have, I'll attempt to.
I'm sorry. You're doing what? You cut out.
I said I'll attempt to pick the lock back here. The cover. Am I still cutting out?
Hey,
No. You're gonna attempt to pick the lock. You said.
Yes.
Give me one sec. Why is this?
I just asked Bennett to pass me my lock picking tools, which is in the bag of holding. The thieves tools.
Kind of digging into the bag, I'll hand them over to Lucian.
And upon handing them over, I will attempt to pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead.
Here it is. That should be plus a 3. I did not. The proficiency isn't. To be a 14.
And with that, you note the lock is fiddled around with a bit. You hear kind of a clicking noise as it becomes undone. Uh, Door still closed. What do you do?
I guess I just turn to the others holding like the handle. You ready?
I guess no one's not ready.
I just kind of look around. Are we
I'm
all ready?
I'll be as ready as I'm as ready as I will be.
All right. As I begin to like the door, I'll kind of like be as slow as possible and see if I can feel any like wires or traps or any like kind of like mechanisms.
On the door?
Like yeah, as I try to like open the door, like if I feel any like any extra tension.
Uh, you don't know anything, any tension. It just seems like an old wooden door. It kind of just barely hangs on its hinge.
And I'll be as gentle as I can as I try to like open the door to avoid damaging the hinges.
And with that, as you kind of slowly open the door up, um, you note as you kind of peek in, you just kind of see a fairly dark room with no lighting. From your vision looking through it, it seems as if there's a great deal of old tools just kind of strewn about. Seems like they're woodworking tools a carpenter or coffin maker would use.
And with that, I'll take a step inside. Again, watching my step for any kind of trapware.
Kind of looking around, you don't note anything visibly on the in the room. It again just seems like an old warehouse with old tools. You note to your immediate east there seems to be a locked wooden door with the same type of iron lock as the one you just passed through. You know that
So
another. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
Oh,
It might affect what I was planning.
I was gonna say Wolfram. No, this is another door to the northeast.
So taking the ring of shooting, cast light along the. No. I'll cast dancing light.
You're casting. Oh, you're casting dancing light.
Yep, and it doesn't use a charge as it's the trip. And I'll cast dancing lights. It'll create like a low light. Let's see here. Torch, 4 torch-sized lights. All right, I'll create 4 torch-sized lights that are like, I'll make them like a little low here, 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 and well, they don't really have to appear. I'm just testing. Does anything like reflect back from the lights?
Reflect back from the lights.
Yeah, it's essentially
I'm
a
sorry.
a wire.
You're placing lights where?
And I'm placing like low lights near the floor, like here, here.
Holy shit. Okay.
Jesus.
Yo, man, this is what I'm doing. And then I'll put one like here, and then I'll just put one here. Does anything like reflect back? What I'm essentially trying to do, like checking for like any kind of wires.
You don't know anything. However, as you see the lights receive, you kind of hear kind of a loud clanking noise as a door kind of just throws open from your right, and a man just kind of rushes through. You, what are you doing in my house? You could see him holding like a blade towards Wolfram's neck. You note him just kind of staring at you. The old man just seems kind of bitter and angry, looking at your group over. We're in the
Stab him.
intersection here. I'm sorry, you said you're gonna stab him?
Whoa! This is like
Hold
this is like a
on.
perfect.
Wait.
This is like a. Okay, this is like a perfect endpoint. We can like take time to discuss what our like response to the man is.
Yeah, also, none of you have weapons.
No. I thought
yeah.
I had to stare at him. like I just
Oh,
like.
okay, yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, yeah, we're gonna end the session there.
Okay, it's a good point to like end off on. We can talk about what we're about to do here.
I never had a heart attack that fierce in my life. God damn, y'all trying to put me under quick.
Hey, yo, man, I wasn't expecting that either.
Yo, imagine Wolfram actually just snaps his
Wolfram stabs him with his bare hand.
Oh god. I heard
I mean-
stare, and when Mr. Jackson asked, "Wait, I'm sorry, you're gonna stab him?" That's when my heart like stopped.
I mean, it is possible to
Yo, I
stab
pulled
someone with your
the
hand.
hidden dagger
Stop.
out of my boot and
Stop
stab him.
You just gotta
No.
push hard enough.
Stop it.
No.
We're
man.
not. We're not trying to. Not trying
Make
to
it,
mimic
oh,
Strahd.
sure.
Okay.
Make an athletics check. Nat 20. You rip the man in half.
I mean, what do monks do?
I mean, we have one right here, one right here. We're in a whole workshop, man. This must be
Yo,
a
I
sharp
hit the pressure point that rips the human body in half.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
Wait.
folks, good session. Nice
Yeah.
progress. Things happened.
Wait, so like,
Progress pushed.
well,
But hey, this is definitely that old woodmaker. The old coffee.
okay.
Maker, yes.
Let me-
There is a man that creates wood. Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely the old coffin maker. My first suggestion is we all get in here, close the door.
Yo, wait. Actually, no. It's not.
That would
Bully
not
the old
end
dude.
up well. That like two people like are at your door. What are you doing
Alright,
in my house?
alright,
And
stop
then a
him.
whole
Stop him.
flock, and then a whole flock of people just suddenly funnel. Nah, that's when I'm
Like,
like,
yo, we scatter like roaches all running in as he ran out.
like we definitely don't all need to like force our way in. 'Cause
Raid his
that's
house.
just like call the guards level of shit, and we don't need that right now.
But how can he call the guards if he something illegal?
If a man
Dun,
screams
dun, dun.
if a man screams loud enough, he can call anything.
I mean, he about to call the guards on himself too. The Burgomaster definitely ain't happy with this.
Am I wrong?
I mean, at least we don't know. The
Also,
this could be where we find out. Oh, the hanging thing. It's just a front. They just get sent into like house isolation or something.
They get sent into Brazil.
oh nah.
Nah, that's worse. That's worse than execution.
Are you sure?
Wolf
There's
wanna
always
stab him.
Florida and Detroit.
Oh my god.
Hey, Florida isn't that bad, okay?
Hey man, you have fun. Have
I
fun, man.
mean,
What
Wolf
can I say?
want to stab him. He just like just break his arm and call it a day.
Dog,
I've
we
been
don't
to
we don't need to
Florida.
break this man's arm, all right? We
Yeah,
can
homie,
reason our
please
way out
don't.
of it. Worst
I'm
case
sorry.
scenario, I might have to freeze him in place, but that's like worst case scenario.
I mean, hey man, that is an option.
Wait,
Well,
can we just like knock him out, put him in bed, and like have him think that this was all a dream?
Hey yo, that's
Only
something
to
only
wake up,
someone can come
only
up
to
with.
wake up, probably go tell the guards, and then have them go, wait, there actually was a group that looked just like that. Hold on.
Da, da, da.
yeah.
It's very far-fetched to say that, like, knocking someone out would erase their memory of the incident. I'm just saying
Unless,
that.
unless we're all level 10s and one of us has modified memory, then yeah, sure. But whenever the level 10 will have that spell.
Oh wait, this would be the perfect part for a Kava to shine, right?
Sing him a little ditty.
Sing him a little
Wait,
ditty.
a
Bye,
what?
goodbye, baby.
Oh, good lord.
Oh no, I was thinking of like a Kava could, or Yamas could like charm the dude.
Or just both at the same time.
Oh yeah, or something.
Yeah, man, they just keep alternating charm on the same person until they run out of spell slots. And by the time we leave, it'll be far too late to do anything about it.
Or just like use her swagger or something.
Jesus.
We could try to use like a reasonable explanation.
Yeah, we got the information, figure out where it is. We still don't know exactly who's conducting this whole thing, but we know.
We performed a house invasion.
Well, yes, there's that. We figured out that
okay, I got
was
an idea.
desperate, needed to fund the orphanage since
Man,
the
I'm so
caretaker's
glad
away.
the session ended right
and-
there. I was kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
like, we're part of the guards.
Yeah, no, perfect. Because we could be the secret police that no one in Valakai
I don't know about
either
that
knows
one.
about
I don't
or
know about that one,
is
Chief.
legally allowed to talk about.
I don't
Because
know about this
talking
one,
about
Chief.
us will result in them being executed. And then we could just say, why do you think the old lady was up there?
Stop raising flags. Stop raising flags.
I mean,
So me, us.
It's like, hey, yo, man, if we don't solve this and the Voctor lady attacks the town with the vampires, I'm definitely about to pull this great escape with Blinsky.
we're the secret police.
Nah, man, please don't. No, we're not. I mean, hey, man, we have like 2 days to come to a consensus,
2 days.
and then watch us all meet at like 7. Because ain't nobody trying to be there. It's like, hey, man, what are we gonna say? Let's knock them out.
Yeah. Got a good bit done. Me and Kester.
Oh yeah. That was a good session. We got a lot done. We had progress. We didn't idle for too long.
Kester's
we need to
name
figure
is
out-
Benjamin.
We
Whether or
should
not
probably
he
figure
agrees
out-
with it, we'll start calling him that in public.
Oh, I can call him. I can't call him Benny though.
Call him Benny, man.
Oh.
Like,
That's your nickname.
Gross.
just call him
Really?
Benny then. I don't know. Just like his name's
Oh, no,
Benjamin
Ben.
now. Okay.
A little Ben.
Let's call him Jaman.
Lil Ben. Oh Jesus Christ.
Jaman, yeah,
He's gotta
Jaman.
grow up to put roofies in somebody. Anyways, but that's besides the point. This man has a
So
nickname.
yeah. What
That's
what
nice.
does everyone think about this session?
It was pretty good.
Well, I want to deck the lady. It's like, yo, okay, you got enough. It's like, yo, I don't. Fuck you. Damn.
Yeah, I think we got a fair bit done.
Like, oh yeah. Progress wise, this was fantastic.
Well, nigga. Oh.
No, don't yawn in the mic.
Oh, apologies.
You're
My thing
gonna
is,
spread
Oh,
it.
my ears! My ears!
You're gonna spread it.
spread it.
You're gonna spread your yawn. Keep it to yourself.
Keep it so. Oh yes. I'm surprised I admit.
6 feet, 6 feet.
6. It's more of a Sure, let's approach question. It's more of a reaction based thing than like it's But what else? For the thing though, one we should ask if Lucinda if we were followed or not.
Hey, who's always been there?
No, we should ask Lucinda if we've been followed or not before we open.
I mean, I'm sure she'd say something. She was hired.
Oh, okay. I just
The
want to confirm.
coffin dude? Coffin
No.
maker?
Lucinda, see if we're followed. Also, important question. Speaking of this shit, have anyone seen Slenderman or just me?
Huh?
Okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Right? I'm like, yo, we getting Slenderman.
I didn't say anything.
You sitting there, like, no.
No, I saw it, but every time I saw it, I muted it. Just like started talking to myself, like, God damn it, he's right. Fuck. All right, just like unmuted.
Okay, man,
didn't say
I
anything.
wasn't gonna say squad. I didn't even want to like acknowledge this man's existence. I'm
Well, are
sorry.
you talking about Slenderman?
Yes. The man.
Yeah, I wasn't saying
Spencer.
Jack. I don't care.
Like, this guy's like, yo, like, I'm like, what the? He's
That was
sitting there,
Spencer.
like,
I think he
yes,
showed.
Spencer.
I think he showed up like twice throughout the whole thing. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
about
I'm
that
like-
though.
I
I'm
saw
like,
him and I didn't know what to do. I wasn't
Like-
there, so I mean,
I'm like,
I mean, you were there for the first one, but
I was.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't
Town
notice the
Square?
first time.
First one was at the inn.
yeah, at the end.
Did.
Oh, I didn't
He's-
notice that.
After eating, like, until
was-
like,
No, he wasn't.
Ow.
He was on the chandelier.
Oh, I didn't see him there.
I thought it was, I thought
Like, yeah,
shit-
man, I saw him and I was like, man, I don't even care who's in this scene right now. Can we leave?
Yo, wait. If we can see him, can't we? We can interact with him, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
So wait, no, wait.
Wait,
What
what did I
if
miss?
Slenderman is stalking
Not,
us?
not Slenderman.
What?
His name is Spencer.
Spencer.
Yes,
Which is a
Slenderman.
very mundane name for what the
Yo,
fuck
Mr.
that
J.
thing is.
Slenderman is stalking us. Yes.
Spencer the Slenderman.
His
Yeah.
name is just Spencer. I don't think there's any other quotations around that. It's just Spencer.
Spencer the Hollow Man.
Spencer's just vibing.
Cool.
Budget Slenderman.
To be fair, he did live here, so like you can't really bring up much of an argument.
It's like,
against
hey,
him.
yo, man, they came back.
Yo, wait. Did we kill him the first time?
No, we
No.
didn't. We never did.
Did we get destroyed by him the first time?
Yes.
Did we? Because I remember we all like.
Wait,
faked,
so is he an enemy of ours,
Because I remember,
or
because I remember we all faked like getting knocked out to basically avoid.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That
And
was
then
that.
Strahd
Yeah.
came in and just like splatted his shit, but he's still like popping up in random places.
We could take him.
No,
Ow.
I don't know about
I'm
you,
good.
but I'm not looking for notebook pages. All right, you on that? You on your own.
I can add it to my book.
I had enough of that
Hey,
shit. in
yo,
2013.
bro.
I had enough of that shit in 2010. You good, Chief?
Get the Death Note.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna post it for
Hey,
myself.
so I'm curious
Try.
about the Death Note. If you write someone's name in the Death
Yeah,
Note, is everyone whose name is that
No,
name
no.
die at the same time?
you have to like have the person in mind whilst you write it? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be a specific human.
Imagine if it wasn't
If it wasn't, then goddamn, that's just
David
just
Smith, just like
basically
that.
just
Oh,
killed
control.
all
God.
40% of
Didn't
the
you
human race.
kill like at that point like 1 million people at that point?
Hold
Okay,
up.
there's not a million people named
It
David
wasn't
Smith.
near. It wasn't near.
How
a
many?
million.
I don't know.
Probably
You
like
could probably Google it.
100K. Probably 100K to be fair.
I'm pretty sure mine is at least calm, so I should be okay. Hopefully.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like one part of it that's overlooked is the fact that I'm pretty sure it specifies humans.
Oh, that's 100,000 right there.
Like,
Yo,
if you're
also,
not
man.
human and your name gets written in that, I don't think it would have any effect.
That's 10th of a million.
Like, yo, man, I saw Blinsky on the Raptors, and I'm like, man, if Isaac is really about to do that, I gotta do something crazy.
I mean, you can
It's like, hey, yo, party. It was nice knowing you. Sorry for what I'm about to do.
takes a gun, shoot Isaac back on the knee.
You can always just cut him down.
Not true.
and have the whole
You
guard
you
on
just
us.
save him. The whole hot.
It's like, hey, yo, I kind of need my man. I'm gonna have to. We can't solve this. I'm gonna have to bust him out of this public execution and get freaking a criminal from Valaki.
One thing I found interesting though was the fact that like they were planning to hang him right there, but then Isaac suddenly stopped it and was just like, "Yeah, apparently the
Yeah, I
Burgermaster
think
wants to
I
do
kind
him
of
himself
I
at
have a
dusk."
feeling that Isaac is close to him somehow with the whole toy thing. I don't know, but whatever. More time.
Jealousy,
No, it's like,
maybe.
no, it's like
Jealousy,
because like
maybe.
in my head, right? Like they moved his execution to dusk, but isn't dusk when the whole like raid on the town is supposed to take place?
Yeah.
I feel
So
like that lines up a bit too well.
Also,
Like
with
the moment they're about to hang him, probably this giant raid's gonna happen that's gonna disrupt the hanging. Since this
Yo,
was like
wait,
a while in the
yeah,
making.
yeah. Like if we stop the vampire raid, uh, if Blinksy and Wilmina are still there, they're dead. If we don't stop the vampire raid, we have to. They survive. We have to deal with the vampires attacking Valakai. So they. Wait.
Like I started thinking that over because like it seems like it doesn't seem coincidental at all that both those things were set at dusk. It
I
feels like it
mean,
was
hey,
done very much on purpose.
you never know. It
the letter,
could
the
be. I mean, we could like talk to like the the lady, and that could be like part of her. Like we don't know exactly who she's going to attack with the vampires. We don't know for certain if it's just going to be indiscriminate. Everyone goes.
Yo,
She could be targeting just the people in power, which would make sense. I don't know.
how important is Wilmina?
Hmm?
How important is Wilmina and the shoemaker?
Wilhelmina
I
is the
mean,
mother to
not
the
in the grand
shoemaker.
scheme of things, but Father Lucius.
Yeah.
Basically, that was the shoemaker. If I remember right, his name was. I'm trying to remember. I think it started with a O. Hold on. Let me go through.
Abi?
Yeah. I think it was a
Udo. Udo. That's his name.
Ooh, I was close.
I was gonna say Odoro, but that's a character from a whole different place. But yeah, Wilhelmina and her son Udo. Udo's a shoemaker that not Khan Sotero was originally sent to try to like track down and bring back, but then he accidentally spilled the beans. I think about Wilhelmina and about Belinsky, which landed us in this situation.
Accidentally.
Well, purposely with the way he delivered it. I was giving him a shadow of a doubt, but looking back at it, he was throwing out. He was
It's like, oh
dropping
yeah,
names like a
this Linsky
motherfucker.
guy, and he dropped the names, man. It's like ah.
Yeah, Wilhelmina originally asked Sotero to go get her son go get her son Udo from the Burgomaster, or at least not from the Burgomaster, since she didn't know that. She asked him to get her son back. Sotero went to the Burgomaster about it, brought it up, which to this day I still don't know why you would do, but yeah, brought it up, dropped Wilhelmina's name and Blinsky's name, and then they went missing for a
Like
while. And then we saw him up there.
It's like oh.
So Wilhelmina and Udo, they're pretty much just important to, I guess, Father Lucian in the grand scheme of things, because they're both members of his church. And then
Like, yo,
Blinsky,
man,
well, obvious reasons, it's fucking Blinsky.
Like, yo, I kind of need this man a lot.
To be fair, I think that man knows more than, like, anybody else here about the history of Barovia. So I think it'd be fair to, like, try to keep him alive.
Blanksky, I wonder if I can take people with me to the astral plane.
I don't want to try it. I'm not volunteering.
I mean, if it's possible.
Hey, yo, man, better find your volunteer somewhere else.
I'm still... Thing is, I'm still thinking about those two at the inn when we first entered with Corwin.
Yeah, I didn't even, like, get to see them. So it's like...
Yeah, I saw them, but, like, I haven't seen them, like, actually in here before. That's why I asked Corwin, like, yo, do you know those two? But he didn't see it either. So now I'm thinking, like, I was gonna try to see if I could ask Erwin about them, but considering the whole situation between our group and the Mardikovs, can't really ask around there. At least I don't think I can. Probably gonna be met with like weird responses and everything.
Oh shit, you a new type. Fuck this.
So I can't even get information from Erwin anymore. Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy.
I was gonna try to ask him like, yo, who usually sleeps in that room? Like, do you know that guy? Or something like that. Try to see if I can get anything, but yeah, nothing. Ugh. What? Thanks, brother. Save, ice one, brought to Rovia to system. That actually reminds me, I have to look back at the VOD King recorded because I was not there for the conversation with Strahd, and I actually want to go back and like listen to that, see if there's anything else.
I just want to make sure I have everything everything aligns with what I have in my notes real quick. What's the exact specific reason we are at the coffin shop right now?
We
Yeah,
heard that the
access
sorry.
for the Smuggler's bones.
Okay, because from what I got from the kid's mind, he got the job from the coffin shop. No, not from. When I asked the one to tell me where did he take the bones, he said the coffin shop owner. It said the coffin shop owner, and I was like reading his mind. So they're here somewhere.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotcha. No, go back.
Sacrifice the soul of the human that betrayed and killed her with 2 artifacts. Damn it! I should have asked Black Ember for specifics. English is fucking with me.
Oh, the dragon?
Yeah, because he already explained that in order to like talk to the Earth Dragon, who's currently under the water, I guess asleep, quote unquote, someone would need to be sacrificed with the soul of the human that betrayed and killed her, with like the crown and the scepter. Problem is, I took off before actually thinking, wait, I can ask him for a name or something to go off of. Even if she's reincarnated, like, even if he or she is reincarnated, like, we could try to get something off of it. But that's completely slipped my mind. Like, there are some people that come to mind as could have done it. Like, one obvious is like Argon Boss. Like, Black Ember already described him. Like, yeah, he was on our side until he decided to side with humans and basically betrayed us. So that's one. It might be the obvious pick, but nothing was. Like, I didn't ask any additional questions to make sure. It's just some off the top of my head. So, if we're passing by him again, I'm gonna see if I can ask.
Which should be soon, actually, because we should be heading towards Kresk after we're done with everything in Valakai, right?
No, after Valakai, if I remember right, we're going to Mordenkainen.
Oh, right, yeah, because the Kavos thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heading over to the Cane Man's Tower.
Also, I'm really sad we didn't get to talk to Erwin, because like I had this thing on me that I wanted to ask him about, but he wasn't there when we woke up, so that's depressing.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Another thing or two to ask him too. Man just bounced.
Yeah. I was gonna ask him about like that.
I mean, everybody was in the inn. You just didn't go downstairs. You just left.
I had the feeling that we
hindsight do be 2020, me SpongeBoy, me Bob.
That's why I asked, are you going downstairs or are you leaving?
Okay, more errors on my part. Shit.
Unfortunate.
Listen, SpongeBoy, me Bob. Hindsight be 2020.
Yeah, there was lots of time to explore stuff.
We're all I was so like worried about like not wasting.
Yeah, there was not much exploration. We also didn't figure out where Helwa or Corwin got off to. That said, next session.
Man, at the expense of trying to keep a plan, there was no exploration or anything.
Short-sightedness fucks me again. Tunnel
Also, on an
vision.
unrelated note, I'm playing Devil May Cry 3.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Alright, all that game was. I have time. Oh, what do I have? 4? I think I have the Ultimate Edition. I don't know.
Man, it's like pretty good, but it sure is a PS2 era game with a PS2 era camera.
What are we trying to say?
I don't know, man.
What are you trying to say?
I'm having some problems here, and that don't have to do with combat or enemy difficulty. I'm just saying.
Listen, ducking this shit right now.
It's like, hey, yo, man, it's a good game and all. Got some bumping music and the combat's good. There's other places difficulty comes from.
Oh, sell it right now.
Left 4 Dead 2. Yep, called it.
Or was still
Let me try to beat this first. Ah,
No, it's 10:30.
Or was still he just wants to play.
Or die. Either or.
Wow, that's depressing.
oh, guy got it.
Yeah, I can't play.
Oh, guy has the game.
Guy has what
I
game?
don't think you answered my question. From
Nice.
Dead.
What question?
What question did you have? Matt?
It was
This is the
about
best song.
the character.
Wait, what's the best song?
Mirror.
It was about what?
What? Proper
The
Rhythm's the
character.
best
Yo,
song.
let Jeanette go, man.
Ah,
Y'all just
yeah.
talking over her.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Right there.
I'll try to find it.
Where you going now?
Yes.
Alright, so for everyone watching on the stream side of things, that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow, I know before I said I was gonna make it, if I remember right, I said I was gonna make it, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on account that we missed it last week. But, I looked at the date, realized some things that apparently, if I remember right, hold on. WD2K22 is going to be releasing on the 11th, which is next week. And I feel like we can use tomorrow to basically give the last show of DKW on 2K19. I had some ideas for how it could go, but I decided, I think I decided to try to do some things. Basically, every match on the last show is going to be a match with a certain condition on it. And basically, I'm going to set up the matches at random. They're going to be random opponents, except the main event. The main event is going to be a set match. I already know what it's going to be set to. The only thing I don't know is the stipulation. Basically, what I'm planning to do is tomorrow, every single match that we have will be a stipulation center match, and it could range from submission, false count anywhere, extreme rules, maybe even a backstage brawl. And I think that would be a good way to kind of tip a hat and say goodbye to 2K19, because god damn, that shit carried us through 3 goddamn years. So I think it's only fair, since the game had kept the community up for 3 years that we ended with a bunch of wacky, insane shit. Uh, the main event for tomorrow will be a title match, if I remember right, between, I'm pretty sure, Calbeer and Dwayne. Pretty much we're gonna roll. We're gonna have a wheel for the stipulation. We're gonna have a wheel for the matches, who's facing who, and essentially we are just going to wreak hell. I'll make sure to get the wheels all set up. So tomorrow, live on stream, I'm going to roll everything and make the card, and then we're gonna watch the insanity play out. And no, it isn't because I'm slowly running out of ideas. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not why I'm doing this at all. You know, I thought it'd be a fun thing. Okay, look, I only have like a quarter of actual roster size. Okay, you gotta cut me some slack. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but let's go find someone to raid really quick. I did not mean to click that. My brain is slow caliber. Slow, low, low, slow. Slow, low. Slow, low caliber. Let me switch the screen to this. Did it work? Did it not? Yeah, it worked. And we go over here, do this, since I forgot to get this open before. Because I have my brain slowing down. Give me a second. This. Nope, it is not working, for the love of God. God damn it, why is it not working? So I thought I could make the credits work. Apparently they decided to flip me off. So yeah. Shows I have more work there. But yeah. Tomorrow we're pretty much gonna end off DKW on 2K19. Stay around till the end though, because I have some stuff to say going on to 2K22. There's gonna be some small changes. If you want to get a call into DKW when we start it up, I will be taking a bit of a break to play through the My Rise, because if you know me, you know that the story modes, or the I guess the story modes are just like, they're the most fun to me, and it seems like they're definitely making it each playthrough its own type of special. So I'm definitely in for that. I'm definitely gonna be on for that. And seeing that COS will come in from all platforms now with cross creation, it's definitely gonna leave a lot open. So there's gonna be some small route changes. You'll have to contact me if you want to get your call in, probably live during on stream or offline on Discord. Just shoot me a DM and I'll be sure to get back to you. I don't think it's that hard. Honestly, I'm a very nice guy. I don't bite. Biting to me is a bit weird. But yeah. Thank you all for watching once again. Tomorrow, DKW, don't be late. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will go throw out a raid to a friend who's hosting his. I put exclamation point instead of slash. Who's streaming his W2K19 EFED SGWF. I wasn't gonna say FEF. I meant to say F. SGWF. Stone's Galactic Wrestling Federation. What the universe is watching. A very lovely show. You can tell that this guy Stone puts a whole lot of work into it. And if you don't take my word for it, just go over and see what he does. This guy constantly works on this show. Like, in my head, if I like, this guy's a workaholic. He sits down and he adds so much stuff to his shows. It's really interactive. Even if you're not there for the wrestling, you can still just enjoy talking with him about certain things all over about the community, stuff like that. He's a very, very funny guy to watch, and I hope you all enjoy him. Thank you all for watching once again. I will see each one of you beautiful people in the next one. Sayonara.